Hello everybody, I'm Eliot Fisk, guitarist, and I'm very excited to share with you my upcoming project of recording all 6 of the cello suites by Johann Sebastian Bach. These pieces are extremely exceptional, even in the oeuvre of Bach. Some of the greatest music ever written and miraculous in their variety, depth of feeling, and perfection of construction. Of course, there is no original Johann Sebastian Bach autograph of any of the 6. We have an autograph in the hand of Anna Magdalena Bach and another famous autograph in the hand of Kellner, but the only original Johann Sebastian Bach autograph of any of these pieces is of his own arrangement for solo lute of the 5th suite, which he transposed a 5th from C minor in the cello version to G minor in the lute version. I've known these pieces by ear most of my life, and over about the last 35 years or so, undertook the task of transcribing them for the guitar. And I found of all the many works of Bach that I transcribed, and even including the Paganini Caprices and many modern works, such as Rochberg's Caprice Variations and Cristobal Halfter's Violin Sonata and Gian Corigliano's Red Violin Caprices, and all these crazy things I transcribed and arranged over the years. By far the most difficult to transcribe were these pieces, because I think Bach gave us kind of a blueprint for what one might do on the modern guitar in his lute version, where of course he added harmonies, he filled out chords, he added ornaments, and he added a lot of counterpoint. So I tried to do something similar, at least in the first 4, which have come down to us, as I said, just in the solo cello version. So in those pieces, I, like Bach, transposed a 5th and filled out harmonies, wrote counterpoint. Of course, this is a very delicate thing, because one can write all kinds of counterpoint that doesn't sound on the guitar, or one can write bad counterpoint, or harmonies that aren't quite right. It took me many years of thinking and meditating about these pieces to finally get them to the point where I was feeling comfortable enough that I could present them to a public. And I've done a number of cycles, various parts of the world, various time zones, notably at the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C., and at the Accademia Chigiana in Siena, Italy, where I am right now as we're making this video. Of course, to launch a project like this these days is not sufficient. Only the goodwill and the desire and the love of the music. One needs economic support. And so the purpose of this particular video is to encourage anybody who would like to participate in this project to help us get the funding together to do the CD recording and also some accompanying video, since these days a CD without a video backup has much less effect. My own history with these pieces, as I said, goes back to my boyhood. I remember hearing them played on solo cello when I was a boy, attending the Kinhaven Music School in the foothills of Vermont back in the late 1960s. And then I grew up with Andres Segovia's amazing version of the 3rd suite, which he played so poetically and so beautifully. And then I came as I grew into adulthood and worked with my other great principal mentor, Ralph Kirkpatrick, genius harpsichordist and musical scholar, with whom I went through many works of Bach, of Scarlatti, in fact, of music of all epochs. And so my approach to Bach is to combine my lifelong fascination with and study of Baroque music, particularly as supported by Ralph Kirkpatrick's genius, with the great Romantic tradition of Segovia and perhaps Casals on the cello, which I also admire so much. And so I have tried to fuse all of these marvelous sources of inspiration and bring them together in one place. I don't think there's any music I play that I more closely identify with than with these marvelous 6 suites. So I'll be very happy to share them with all of you, and we will have an information sheet up accompanying this video as to what little gifts we can send your way to thank you for your generous support of this project. Thank you so much, and hope to see you someplace on this planet very soon. Thanks again.